When you truly win, people will notice. Trust me, they'll talk. They'll wonder how you did it. They'll ask, when did all this happen? And you'll just smile, sip your tea, and say, while you were watching others, I was working on myself. That is how champions move, in silence, with purpose. Let me now give you some practical advice because I don't just want to inspire you. I want to arm you with tools. A, avoid premature celebration. Before the baby is born, don't celebrate the gender reveal party like you've won the lottery. Anything can still happen. Don't tell the whole village you're going to Dubai just because your visa got approved. Wait until the plane takes off. I once told my friends, I'm going to start an internet company. They laughed. One even said, Jack, can you even spell internet? So I stopped talking. I started building. Talk less, work more. Let your results be louder than your mouth. B, stay under the radar. You ever heard of stealth mode? It's how smart startups work. They operate quietly until their product is ready. No noise, no marketing, just work. You too must learn stealth mode in life. Don't tell everyone your next step. People can't ruin what they don't know. Success is like a plant. If you dig it up every time to show your friends the roots, it will die. Nurture in silence, grow in silence. Then one day your tree will bear fruit and the whole world will see it without you saying a word. C, build unshakable confidence. Why do people shout when they win? Because deep down, they're insecure. They want validation. But when you know your value, you don't need applause. You know who you are. You know what you've done. You don't need 10,000 likes to believe in your journey. When I started Alibaba, I told myself, Jack, even if nobody claps for you, clap for yourself. You must become your own cheerleader, but do it in your room, not on the street. Let me tell you how silent winners operate.
In the modern world, distractions are everywhere. Our attention is pulled in countless directions. Social media notifications, endless emails, phone calls, meetings, news alerts, and a constant stream of information competing for our focus. The ability to say no to distractions is not just a habit, it is a vital skill that separates those who achieve massive results from those who merely stay busy without real progress. Distractions are the enemy of focus and execution. When you allow interruptions to hijack your time and attention, your productivity plummets. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter by protecting the time you dedicate to your most important goals. Saying no is a deliberate act of reclaiming your attention from the chaos of constant demands. One of the biggest challenges is that distractions often disguise themselves as urgent or necessary tasks. A sudden email feels like it must be answered immediately. A colleague's question seems like it cannot wait. The temptation to multitask appears productive, but in reality, it fragments your focus and reduces the quality of your work. Each yes to a distraction is a no to something truly important. The power of saying no comes from understanding your priorities deeply. When you have clarity about what matters most, whether it's a project, a goal, or personal growth, saying no becomes easier. It's no longer about rejecting people or opportunities. It's about protecting your commitment to those priorities. Saying no is a way to honor your own goals and the value of your time. This habit requires discipline and sometimes courage. Saying no might feel uncomfortable at first because it means disappointing others or missing out on what seems like fun or urgent. But each time you choose your focus over a distraction, you reinforce your ability to control your environment rather than letting it control you. Technology is one of the biggest sources of distraction today. Smartphones are designed to grab attention constantly. Apps use notifications, badges, and alerts to pull you back in, even when you're trying to concentrate. Learning to say no to these digital interruptions might mean turning off notifications, setting specific times to check messages, or using tools that block distracting websites during work periods. Saying no to distractions also means setting boundaries with others. It means communicating clearly about your availability and protecting your focused work time. It can involve scheduling, do not disturb, hours, closing your office door, or using headphones to signal that you are deep in work. These boundaries help others respect your focus and help you maintain flow. The habit of saying no to distractions cultivates deep work, a state where your mind is fully engaged in a task without interruption. Deep work is where your best ideas come to life, where complex problems are solved and where mastery happens. Without protecting your attention from distractions, deep work becomes impossible. Moreover, the ability to say no helps you manage your energy, not just your time. Every distraction drains mental energy, causing fatigue and reducing your capacity to perform at your best. Protecting your focus means preserving your energy for what really matters and avoiding burnout caused by constant switching between tasks. People who master this habit don't just improve their work output, they also enhance their quality of life. Less distraction means less stress, fewer feelings of overwhelm, and more presence in the moment.
Some are clapping because they know you will fall later, and they're warming up. Some people don't hate you. They just hate that it's you who succeeded before them. So protect your peace. Don't feed your haters with your joy. Keep your success sacred. You are not in a competition with anyone. You are in competition with your old self. That's the only scoreboard that matters. Let me give you an example. Even Jesus, the most powerful man to walk the earth, would heal people and say, shh, don't tell anyone. He could have said, hey everyone, I just walked on water. Follow me on TikTok. But no. Why? Because real power doesn't need to boast. Real miracles don't need marketing. Learn from that. You ever seen bamboo grow? For the first 5 years, it looks like nothing is happening. It's just roots growing underground. Then in the 6th year, it shoots up 80 feet in just 6 weeks. People think it's magic, but it's not. It's preparation. So when you're grinding, building, failing, learning, people will say he's wasting his time. Let them say it. Then one day you rise and they say, wow, overnight success. You smile and say nothing because you know it took years. If you must speak after winning, do it with humility. Say, it's been a journey. I'm still learning. I thank the people who helped me. I'm grateful. Don't say, I'm better than you. Look at me now, haters. You wish you were me? Because pride is the fastest way back to the bottom.
Another critical aspect of managing your time is eliminating distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in emails, social media, and endless meetings. But if you're constantly reacting to what's happening around you, you'll never make real progress on your goals. I've learned to block out time for deep work, where I can focus on the most important tasks without interruptions. And once you've mastered time management, there's another aspect of yourself that you must learn to control: your emotions. Emotions can either drive you forward or hold you back. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that you need to understand your emotions, not suppress them. Anger, fear, frustration, these feelings are natural, but they can cloud your judgment if you let them take control. Instead of letting emotions dictate your decisions, learn to recognize them for what they are: signals that something needs your attention. For me, learning to manage my emotions was a game changer. There were so many times when things didn't go the way I expected, and it was easy to feel frustrated or defeated, but I realized that reacting emotionally rarely led to the best outcomes. Instead, I learned to pause, take a breath, and respond thoughtfully. This shift in approach allowed me to make clearer decisions, especially in high-pressure situations. Managing emotions isn't about denying how you feel. It's about acknowledging those emotions and then choosing how to respond. When fear arises, for example, it's a sign that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, which is often where growth happens. Instead of letting fear stop you, use it as fuel to push forward. Embracing your emotions rather than avoiding them leads to greater self-awareness and resilience. I've also learned the importance of staying calm in the face of adversity. At Alibaba, we faced countless challenges that could have easily overwhelmed us, but staying calm allowed us to navigate through the chaos and come out stronger on the other side. Emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful tools for leadership and personal growth.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever met someone who isn't the smartest in the room, not the most talented, not even the fastest, but somehow they always win? You look at them and wonder, what are they doing that I'm not? It's not magic. It's not luck, it's a habit. And this habit will 10x your results instantly. You want to know what it is? It's the habit of execution. Immediate, imperfect, unstoppable action. You see, everyone has ideas, everyone dreams, everyone has plans and strategies and vision. But here's the brutal truth: ideas don't make money. Execution does. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I met a young man who had no money, no connections, and very average grades. But he did one thing differently. Every time he learned something, he applied it that same day, not tomorrow. Not when it was perfect. Now, when others were still Googling, debating, and doubting, he was already testing, failing, fixing, and winning. Today, he runs a business bigger than the people who once laughed at him. Why? Because while they were thinking, he was doing. Execution is not about being perfect. It's about being in motion. Success does not reward the smartest, it rewards the ones who move first. This habit is not hard to understand, but it's hard to do. Why? Because fear likes to dress up as perfection. Fear tells you to wait until everything is ready. Fear says, maybe later, but if you want 10x results, you need a 10x mindset. I'll start now and improve as I go. Let me leave you with this: success is not about doing 1,000 things once. It's about doing one powerful habit every day until people ask, how did you do it? And your answer: I didn't wait. I executed.